Young people, changing communities and changing lives through service and conservation corps. Since 1985, more than 600,000 young people have completed service in corps, revitalizing communities and preserving and restoring the environment. Today, as interest grows in energy conservation, green jobs, and the green economy, corps find renewed purpose, and still they do what they've always done well, preparing young people for responsible, productive lives and building civic spirit through service. Rochelle Adams teaches students as a team leader for the Marin Conservation Corps. Rochelle is 23 years old and headed for college. She's a leader, but it wasn't always like that.
Around the age of 14 years old, after I got kicked out of high school, I started to run away and sell drugs to make a living for myself while I was living out on the streets. Then I got caught and I got sentenced to jail time. I did about 6 months of juvenile hall.
Conservation work connects young people to the natural world. They become stewards of something larger than themselves.
It's outdoors. I work with plants, I work with animals, and I work with the environment. And I can get my high school diploma and a scholarship. So I came here, I applied, I got the job.
So often, young people are asked only to achieve for themselves. Through service, they get to see what it's like when your greatest success is helping someone else. Service also provides an alternative for young people who have made bad choices and gotten into serious trouble. They make a different choice when they sign up for the Corps. For these young people, the Corps is a way to earn a second chance. Designed for the maximum possible impact on participants' lives, programs provide education, career preparation, leadership, and communication skills, all critical for success. Guided by adult leaders serving as mentors and role models, Corps members carry out a wide range of conservation projects, infrastructure improvement, and human service projects. In return, they receive an education, job training, career counseling, a modest stipend, and up to $4,725 in scholarship through AmeriCorps. Moreover, they learn to value their personal contribution and the importance of teamwork while enjoying the self-satisfaction and recognition that comes from making an investment in the community. Studies have shown that the capacity for transformation in the Corps may be greatest among young men of color. Tony was a dropout from a broken home. He was in and out of jail, on the street, selling drugs, or just hanging out. At the age of 18, Tony got a wake-up call. His girlfriend was going to have a baby, and Tony decided it was time to grow up. Deciding to make a life for himself and take care of his family, he applied to the Denver Mile High Youth Corps.
Tony's a great guy. I met him probably a year and a half ago when he was applying for the Corps. And the Youth Corps gets, like many around the country, several hundred applicants throughout the year, and we can only choose a few from that pool. And so Tony came to us having made a huge life change. He was ready for something different.
Now, Tony's on his way to providing his son with what he never got.
I want him to know that he has a mom and a dad that's there for him, and I just want to build a stable empire for him to go off of so he don't have to go through the things I went through.
Corps members often change the world in ways that you can see and touch. This is especially important when the trees are planted and parks renewed in their own neighborhoods. They take pride in their work. And people who have known these young people all their lives and seen them struggle with confusion, mistakes, and lack of support, see them in a new way when they take leadership and make their communities better places to live. Enan learned how to take responsibility as part of a working team, an experience that will serve him well in the working world. He earned his GED and got construction skills. Instead of being a liability, he was an asset, making a positive contribution. What appealed to him most of all was that the work he was doing was in his own neighborhood.
I was in my own community. I got to see the same people that I seen every day, and some of them might even help join the program with me so we can clean up our neighborhood a little bit, you know, make it where as though the younger generation than us can come around and still play in the neighborhood like we did. You know, that was one of the things that inspired me. It was still home-based.
Being in a Corps provides a pathway to a successful adulthood. Successful Corps share common core elements. They build on Corps members' strengths, provide an environment in which every Corps member can experience success, offer consistent contact and nurturing with a caring adult, stress leadership development, creative problem solving, the ability to work as a member of a team, and focus on the future and what can be.
My experience tells me that service is an amazing strategy for re-engaging young people. We know that there are millions of young people, they're on the street corner in every community across this country, waiting to be influenced. And what we see is when these young people are engaged in service, they move from being destructive in the community to investing in community and actually becoming leaders.
These young people, and hundreds of thousands like them, have become strong, contributing adults, connected to family and neighborhood, thanks to their work in service and conservation corps. They've made real contributions, and they're on their way.